All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us today on the Evening Rush. We sincerely do apologize. We had some technical glitches, but we've been able to fix it right now. How are you this evening? How are you? How are you coping? How are you doing? We're not going to really talk much. I think it's already obvious what the conversation is going to be about this evening, this Monday evening. And based on a certain situation that occurred over the weekend, I'm sure we've heard it over and over, but we need to have a proper dimension as to that particular conversation. And then we also need to look into other aspects of this administration. So a couple of persons are saying that there are just some persons who doesn't want this administration to work, that they are very good at peddling any kind of false information against this administration. Anything they would do to frustrate this administration, they don't see anything good in it. In fact, one of such persons, okay, is the president's son. He's of the note that the administration of his father has done so well in ensuring that the youth would fly. And he made that statement while he was in Bauchi. We saw gifts and cartons of whatever items. Well, the son of the Bauchi State Governor, Shamsuddin Mohammed, criticized Sheyi, the son of President Tinubu, saying that the son urged the president's son to focus on sustainable empowerment initiatives rather than offering temporary hideouts such as food and drinks to young Nigerians, especially in Bauchi State. He said, Sheyi Tinubu provide meaningful opportunities for youth in Bauchi State. Please, when coming to Bauchi State, empower our youth with employment, keke napep, monies to start a business, ICT infrastructure, and training for crypto trading, and so on. We, the youth in Bauchi, don't need rice and food in nylon bags during Ramadan. Teach our youths how to fish rather than feed them for one day. They are not beggars. Emphasize that the young people in the state require sustainable opportunities to achieve financial independence rather than short-term relief in the form of food palliatives. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Esther Mwachuku. On the Evening Rush this evening, I'll definitely be piloting this ship today. Also, you know how it is on Mondays. We have Barrister Darlington Agumo, who will be joining us to actually look into some of these issues on the Evening Rush, specifically on the hot topic. Barrister Darlington, how are you?
How are you, Esther? I'm fine.
I am fine. Good evening. Thank you for joining us today.
It's okay.
You look dapper. You look, ready for the day, despite all the drama and theatrics that took place during the weekend.
Don't just say it, act it.
I like that. So the color is acting it. Beautiful. Well done. So let's start. I want us to just listen to this. I'm sure a couple of us already know what this whole thing is all about, but let's listen to this, Barrister Darlington. Okay, this will form the premise of our conversation on the hot topic this evening. We have quite a lot. We will be speaking on rivers as well, but this is one of the situations that we need to look into, because to be honest with you, Nigerians are not happy. They are hungry. They're very, very hungry. So let's listen to this core member during the weekend expressing her discontent about this administration.
So overwhelmed, and I feel like if a lot of Nigerians come out and start speaking on what we are actually going through, then maybe changes will be made in the government. Don't you guys think? And this video, I just want to say to our president, I don't know if there have been any other president that is terrible, but you are such a terrible president. It is so hard. So I'm coming like every single week prices increase. I want to know, what is the government doing about this increment? Is there going to be a particular time where prices will stop going up? Is there going to be a particular time where things are going to go back? Guys, why am I going to get a crate of egg and they're telling me it is 6.5? It doesn't make any sense that egg will cost 6.5. Like, I literally can't remember when egg used to cost 800. And I'm so overwhelmed because this is literally my first time doing this adulthood thing alone. This is my first time moving out of my family house. This is my first time living by myself. And not just that, after I left the supermarket and I got home, my security is bringing NEPA bill, and NEPA bill has gone up by 2 times. Like, it's insane. I can't keep up with these bills. I am so overwhelmed and I'm so exhausted. Every single money that I have been making, I'm using it to pay bills. I don't even get to live properly. The craziest thing was, you want to go out to a certain location with your friends, and Uber is about 25,000. Like, even Uber, that we can't even take Uber. It is crazy. Like, why are things so expensive? And let's not even Lagos stinks. Lagos smells like shit. If you say, okay, I want to take a walk, I'm depressed, let me just take a walk, you can't even take a walk. Like, the place smells like crazy. Why does an entire state smell like this? And what is the government doing about the bad smell? Everything is just so overwhelming. You want to start up a business, and now you have to take a loan to start up a business, and the loan, you don't even know if you can actually repay it, because in the business, I don't know, I'm just so tired. Like, why is no one saying anything about it? Being an NYSC Corper, there's nothing beneficial about this whole NYSC thing. The money I spend on transportation is just more than the alawi the government gives me. Like, it doesn't, I can't keep up. Like, I'm so tired of this bill, and I can't keep up. I am overwhelmed, and I'm tired, I'm exhausted. It's too much, and I wish that we would start calling the government out heads on. For example, Tinubu, you are a terrible president. Like, what are you doing to help us? What are you doing to help the economy? You are so terrible. I'm so sick and tired of Nigerians acting like we are strong, and they say, oh, Nigerians, we are actually very strong. Oh, no matter how much they increase things, we still chest it. No, it is not cute. We are cowards. That is a cowardly behavior. You don't stand to ask people, oh, why is this expensive? For example, MTN, what the fuck is even going on? Literally, I spent over like 20,000 on data in a week, and I'm not even joking. 1.5 data cannot even last me for an entire day. I have to do 1.5 like 2 times a day, which is like 3,000 a day. It is too much. Like, what are you guys doing about it? Like, what is happening? I'm tired of paying bills. I feel like I don't have anything. I feel like I don't have any achievement to call my own. Every single time that I work hard, I'm spending it back in the economy to pay bills, and I wasn't created to pay bills. I'm just really tired, and I just want our money to count for something. And when is the government going to actually start working? Because Nigerians are so classist. Everybody now wants to behave as if they are rich. Everybody is faking wealth. But we are ending up being poor because we are struggling so hard to look rich. We are ending up being poor. So I need us as Nigerians to please start calling the government out. We should be tired of this by now. We need to call the government out. Prices need to start one place. Food needs to start one place. The economy needs to start one place. Like, we are tired. It's just too much. The more you work hard to achieve something, the higher it gets. The dream car that I was saving money for has literally gone double. I can't even afford it anymore. Instead, I'm going to use my money to buy, to just keep paying bills. And now house rent is double. Like, I am so sick, and I'm so tired of this, and I really need the government to intervene because I am so overwhelmed.
All right, now, Barrister Darlington, this video went viral, right? And the lady, she's a content creator anyway on social media, and she's from Cross Rivers, because she's from Rivers actually. So it's not like she's from the southeast, because if it were from that region, we already know what the kind of conversation will be. Now, in a couple of persons in support of the administration say, how is somebody complaining about her condition and switch over to say Lagos is smelly? And because of that, the Lagos state government actually slammed the core member, saying that for stating that Lagos is smelly. Now, in a chat with correspondents, the director public affairs of the Lagos State Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources, Additional, stated that despite seeing Lagos as smelly, the core member still goes about enjoying the nightlife the city has to provide, as seen on her TikTok videos. He said those who hold such view are actually the ones who troop into Lagos in droves to put undue pressure on the infrastructure in the states. They are the same people who make a mess of all the programs and plans to put in place. And when you try to even use the long hands of the law on them, people keep shouting the government is too draconian. You are applying force. You can't stop them. They will tell you they are citizens of Nigeria, which allows free movement, free exit for everybody. There is no law that says, Mister, you cannot come from Sokoto or from Anambra State to Lagos. You can't stop them. Their influx is part of what has put some of the undue pressures on our social infrastructure. So me, I won't be the one to be propagating all the nonsensical thought she talked about. I have seen several pictures of the lady in nightclubs and all the rest enjoying herself in the same Lagos. Now, Barrister, when this particular situation went viral, as I told you, it went on TikTok. They showed her lifestyle, her enjoyment, and all whatnot. Like I said, she's a content creator. Now, if you have been on social media on X lately, there have been talks of indigents or persons who are not from the state should leave the state. For For example, not just indigenous, specifically the Igbos. They were saying Igbos leave Lagos. Go, and if you're complaining of Lagos State, go to your Anambra, go to your Imo State, go to your Southeast, go and develop your region. Don't come here and be telling us what to do. And if you hear the remarks of the Lagos State government slamming the national court, the NYSC member or core member, you'll see that it reflects what is being discussed specifically on X, formerly known as Twitter. If you go on Twitter every day, those are the kind of conversations you see. Tribal sentiments being spilled around. Igbos, go to your region, go and develop your region. We don't want you in Lagos State and whatnot. Now, there are two angles I want us to look into this. The economic situation in the country and the administration's non-tolerance for anybody who criticizes the administration. Secondly, the lack of communication from the administration in telling the Nigerian people what they had been doing. Number three, the state governors across the federation, because we can't keep calling the president all the time. The state governors were employed to do the needful. What is their job? What is their responsibility? The local government chairman, what are they doing in all of this? The aspect of Lagos is smelly. Would you agree that it is a collaborative effort between the people and the state government? The state government cannot do everything. People themselves should also synergize with the government in keeping their environment clean, because Lagos, even if it is small, is overpopulated. How will you react to all these dimensions, to this lady's reactions or expression on social media?
Thank you, Esther.
You're welcome.
In a normal claim, that lady should be calling for help.
Okay.
She need help, psychological evaluation, because you are looking at a depressed and a frustrated youth.
Okay.
That is a depression beckoning on Nigerians. Instead of the government to do the needful, rather, they are adding to her sorrow by threatening her. This lady actually cried out. There is nothing she said there that is not true. Nothing. Seriously, nothing she said there that is not true. So why is government not looking at it from that angle? This is a Nigerian youth, the same youth they told us they are preparing for their future. And somebody of that person is crying out, a youth corps member. The next thing they told us that she's living in a highbrow area. Why should somebody like that be complaining? But this lady is telling you that she's paying bills, which is true. I'm equally a victim, especially this NEPA bill. Mention one thing she said there that is not true. Rather, they are looking at it from the regimental angle. That she's an NYSC member, a paramilitary organization. You don't need to complain. You don't need to say this. You don't need... No, that is not the core of the matter. Because the last time I checked, fine. Under the NYSC Act, yes, there are certain things you cannot do or say because of the organization you belong to. Maybe until you live there, you join the civil society, you cannot do certain things. Agreed. Because when you are an NYSC member, you see this man who was something. Every core member go through it. You are trained in a paramilitary style and all that. But that is not the issue. Because the last time I checked, the police and the army have done things contrary to their what? Oath of office. Severally. When the president elongated the tenure of Egbetoku, some policemen went to court against it. And that is a direct confrontation to the commander-in-chief, because the police, the army, and all the military security agencies, they are under the command of Tinubu. Anything you do concerning his order or authority is a direct affront to him. That's the truth. When those policemen went to court to challenge that elongation and all that, because they said that it has kept them their own promotion on hold. A very germane point. I didn't hear that somebody said they should be given capital punishment. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. And so, why must it be this young lady? These are issues now. Go and check. All the security agents, they have violated their oath of office. And the moment you do that, you are directly confronting Tinubu, who is the commander-in-chief. What have they done against these people? Nothing. Nothing. But this young lady, apparently because she is a nobody, she must be called in and be punished. Eh? I even have an unconfirmed report that the father of this lady died in his plantain farm somewhere in Cross River.
No, there was a protest. During the protest, he was protesting for his planting. They demolished.
Good.
Yes, so after the protest, he died.
Good.
Basically, the pressure of the protest.
Can you imagine?
He passed on from
yes,
there. She was still very little.
His source of livelihood is gone. Is that not enough to kill a man? And now you are doing this again. So the government should have called her in and said, come, my daughter, what exactly is your problem? What exactly is your problem? Because that lady now may do something unto us out of frustration. I'm not joking. The way she's sounding, look, psychologists should come to her rescue now. The way she's sounding. Let's take joke apart. The first thing that lady need is psychological help. Because she pour out her mind. Instead of government and the official to go for her rescue and all that, they are threatening her, making things worse for her. That is not the way to go about this thing. As for Lagos State, yes, that is what you get when you leave governance and you are pursuing irrelevant issues. Like since this thing started with the Lagos State House of Assembly, there have not been governance in Lagos State. The lawmakers are quarreling among themselves. They are going to meeting from here to Abuja. The president cannot welcome Sanwo-Olu. All this wrangling. How can there be governance? Loma in my area, they come once in 3 months. Imagine what will happen to an environment within that 3 months. One of my tenants was complaining that the debt is all over the place. What am I doing? Am I not supposed to? I said, come, am I Loma? You can imagine. So these are issues. I don't know why people will draw your attention to what is wrong. Instead of you to address it, you start attacking them. Look, I have told everybody who cares, we have been very lenient with Tinubu and APC. Very, very lenient.
All right, but Barrister Darlington, you talked about the fact that in your area, for example, Loma comes like once in a month. To be honest with you,
I said 3 months.
Once in 3 months. Now, okay, so let's look at this. I noticed that you see them not come to areas where they don't pay their bills often. There are some streets and wards in Lagos that don't pay their bills. Those people that don't pay their bills, Loma may come in once in a while, possibly because the debt has gotten too much and that environment is smelling. So the question now is, that is why I brought up this conversation, because this whole issue about Lagos is smelling. It's understandable. It's a congested city, right? A lot of persons from all walks of life are living here. Companies, industries are here. And like the Lagos State government person said that their resources, there's a pressure in it. Now, why can't there be citizen responsibility? When it's time for you to pay bills, why don't you pay? If you're paying your bills and they're not packing your debts, then you can complain. We're trying to balance this so it doesn't seem as if anyone is being sentimental. Because, for example, if there are some estates where these guys come in twice in a week. In that estate, they already know how they do things. If you do not pay your waste bin bill, they would not come and pack your debts. Meaning that when they come around, if they've packed everybody's bin in that street and they didn't pack your own, anybody that sees you would know that you did not pay your waste bin bill. And they won't allow all those, what do they call those people? When they hit those cat pushers, they won't allow them inside that estate. So you will need to dispose your debt, so you'll be forced to pay. But there are some areas that are not estates where you can't regulate these things, and some persons will take their debt, come and put it by the side of the road or in the middle of the road and all that. So there is a deficiency in citizen participation in contributing to cleaning the environment or disposing waste properly. What do you say about it?
Good. Esther, let us not go through that route.
Okay.
You see, these are part of social responsibility of government to the citizen.
Social responsibility?
Yes.
For them not to pay?
No.
Okay.
For them to pick the bills and ask these people to go and pick the debts wherever they see it in Lagos. It is done. Hold on. It is done. Yes. These are things they should be doing for the citizens, because I ask you again, what is that thing that we enjoy from government? Can you tell me now? One single thing Nigerians are enjoying from government, can you mention? Esther, if the amount of money politicians are using for profligacy is saved, it can help to clean up Lagos. All you need to do, go and pay Loma. Pay them.
So you're saying that they can use the money that they use
yes,
for frivolities.
Like, exactly.
Pay it off.
Well, pay it off.
Okay.
Pay the Loma people and then challenge them. You will now tell us if they didn't come to your area, report them. You will see they will sit up. After all, the government is not owing them. Abi? That's how to do things now. Are you telling me that Lagos have no money to clear the debts in Lagos? Are you telling me? Must we pay for everything? Must we pay for everything? Esther, answer me. This money they are starting from you and I from NEPA. Where is it going to? Hold on, where is it going to? But meanwhile, you have this severance package for ex-governors in Lagos State. Go and check how much is that. Go and check how much is that severance package that they pay every year, every 4 years. The money can clean up Lagos 4 times. Or other money that are like this one they're accusing Obasa of using for whatever. These are money that will be used for good governance in Lagos State. What are you telling me? Look at the level of profligacy everywhere. All those money are money they would have used to better the life of citizens in Lagos State. You provide your own water. You provide your own road. You provide your own life, because even the people in Band A, the light is no longer coming. So what exactly are we enjoying? Mention it. Every time citizens, this citizen, you have taxed and taxed them. Look at that young lady crying that she can't pay bills again. What are you telling me? Meanwhile, the money is there. The money is there, entering into private pockets. All this money we are hearing that somebody embezzled whatever. Under how many days of Miranda? They say she collected 5 billion naira to buy cars. Esther, to buy cars. To buy cars. They have not driven any car since they were born. Since they have been in that house, they don't have a car. It is this one they are going to buy now. Are we thinking 5 billion? What are you cleaning in Lagos that 5 billion cannot take care of? But this thing is going to private what? Pockets. For big affluent lifestyle. Is that not money in Lagos State? Go and check how much profligacy is going on in this Lagos. Go and check. That money should have used to better the life of people. Ordinary pipe-borne water we don't have. And these things are contributing to environmental degradation. You are blaming the people for this and that. Have you treated them well? Have you serviced them well? And they did not behave like a human being? Tell me. Go and see the roads. Esther, go and there are some places you go to in this Lagos. You won't believe that this is part of Lagos. You will not believe.
That's true.
Go, what are you telling me? Just wait. The rest are coming now. There are areas, even if they give you 1 million, you will not go there. You will not go there. Even with a car, you won't go there. In this Lagos. Is it that the money is not there? No. They are keeping it for what? Profligacy and election. So what is anybody telling me here? You want to tell me that, but things that concern them, they will do it with fiat.
Let me ask you something. What's the responsibility of the local government? If you say it is supposed to be free like this, all of this supposed to, is that not the responsibility of the local government?
Thank you. Did you give them money to do it? Didn't you hear what is going on?
Okay.
What is the money? They say local government autonomy. Was it not here I told you that this
the governors are fighting direct access to the account of the local government.
What will they use to provide all these services? Is it their hand? Esther, please, Nigerians, don't just blame anybody. Blame the people who are supposed to do something that are not doing it. I'm not joking. Imagine if this fund had been going to them now. Shebi, you and I can challenge it because the local government is nearest to us.
Yes.
We can have access to them. They don't have that kind of security you have in government houses.
Government house, state government
you
house.
can walk into there, Mr. Chairman. Look, my road, He will not ask you to write a petition and you sign it and bring it. They will not work on it. Do they have such a privilege in their? You don't. So what are you now saying? What would they do with? Why are the government blocking down the local government and financial authority?
Well, the supporters of this administration are saying that if you say Lagos is smelly, go back to your region that is not smelly.
Look, we have told
That's what they've been saying. That's what they've been clamoring for.
Let them allow us to go. We have tried to go two times. They refuse. I don't even need anybody to tell me to go. We have tried to go twice. They refuse. During June 12th, a governor was using a megaphone and was shouting along Jibo, Igbo, don't go, we don't have problem with you. It's on record. The man was crying when the boats were loading their property and heading home. They were begging them. In the north, they closed all the motor park and said nobody will leave. What are you now saying? Let us go now. Is it today?
Why do we have a situation when people express themselves within this administration, they bring in tribal sentiment? It's always been the distraction all the time.
Lazy people who don't have anything to do. It is the same people that will go to their shop. Owo da. Owo shaman da. Owo boys da. The same Igbos, so they'll go to their shop. The same Igbos. Allow them to go. You see whether anybody will remain here in one day. What are you saying? What is Nnamdi Kanu talking about? Are we begging to stay here? You know we are determined to go. It's not we are not begging anybody. After all, we are the one contributing to the economy of Lagos. It's on record.
All right. Based on the fact that this lady said Lagos is smelly, and all the pressure that has come from Nigerians on social media.
Don't go for that lady. When South Africa was causing the xenophobia in South Africa, a South African minister said that Nigeria is like a refugee camp and that Lagos is like a dump site, a swamp. In South Africa, Nigerian government had to tell him to apologize for saying that.
Well, the same thing. The girl has apologized. The Raye lady just apologized. She says, I want to first of all state that I am sorry to the people who were born and raised in Lagos State. If you feel offended by what I said, I am sorry. But as a visitor here, I could tell there was a difference in the atmosphere and quality of air here. Either way that I put it triggered your emotions and the love for your birth state, I am sorry. I didn't mean to talk down on your birth state. She has apologized. But she also, did not refute or bring down or apologize for saying that the president is terrible. Barrister, there is a situation that occurred. I think that was same last week. You know about the whole talks of El-Rufai's defection. Now, it's quite funny because these politicians know what they are doing. A couple of persons will say that every intention of theirs is self-serving. El-Rufai made a statement that they knew about the president's Chicago certificate issue, but, they went ahead to support him because they had decided amongst themselves that somebody from the Southwest must emerge. Now, El-Rufai is beginning to spill, possibly because of the issue he has with the president, and then being the fact that he was sidelined. Unfortunately for him, though, even if a lot of Nigerians believe that they know the truth, they don't trust his personality. They don't trust his person. They feel that he is desperate and nobody trusts him, considering what transpired when he was the governor of Kaduna State. Now, the question is, if you claim that you have the interests of the people at heart, you knew about the president's supposed certificate forgery situation, you knew about his drug trafficking, whatever that he paid for and all whatnot, why did you now vie and support him? And you're coming out to spill. Is it because you did not gain anything from his administration that you're now deciding to let us know that this is basically what you guys knew and you flouted the person as a candidate for your party?
No matter his reasons, Machiavelli said it all in The Prince. He said the end justifies the means. For a good purpose, you can use every means to achieve it. When God wanted to liberate the Israelites from Egypt, he chose a man who is the murderer or who was the murderer. Very temperamental, called Moses. So what are you saying? The fact remains that God achieved the purpose.
So you're saying that regardless of the president's past,
yes,
so long as if they trusted his ability.
No.
Okay.
They wanted to achieve something by removing what's it called now? By bringing somebody from the south or whatever. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now that they gang up against PDP when they were coming together, if they gang up now to remove the same man, what is wrong there? That is wrong there. Yes, whatever you sow, you reap. So when they knew all these things and they supported, now they said, we no longer support you. What is wrong there? El-Rufai is not a good man. We know his antecedents in Kaduna. Tinubu is not a good man. We know his antecedents in Lagos State here. So what is wrong? So let us continue to change until we change to a better man who will liberate us from this thing in Nigeria. Okay, if Tinubu finish his time now, will he come again? We have taken that one behind us. Will Tinubu and Buhari come to rule Nigeria again? The answer is no. And so let us look forward. We will continue to reinvent and reconstruct and rehabilitate until we reform ourselves. After all, Saul later became St. Paul. We cannot stay one place and say, we are looking for a saint to Esther. There is no saint here.
Well, the president's son has said his father is the best president that Nigeria has ever produced. For example, we do know that the president approved about 10 billion naira for youth empowerment in the FCT. And that statement was disclosed by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wiki at the inauguration of the upgrading of War College, Army Checkpoint Road, and other ancillary roads in Ushafa Bwari Area Council, Abuja. Now here is the thing, Barrister. The son said that these are all, there are a lot of plans and initiatives that the father has for the administration, specifically towards the youth. This was a statement the son was saying while he was in Bauchi, where you heard the son of the governor there say, don't come and give us rice or food and drinks. We want you to empower us. Now, the president has disclosed that his administration has a couple of good things they can be proud of and boast about, to say that his administration was able to achieve that others couldn't. Now, the president has inaugurated a youth confab committee, which has vowed to reverse the whole Nigerian youth jackpotting to other countries. Yeah. He said that he has assured Nigerians that his administration's economic reforms will encourage professionals who left the country in search of better opportunities to return. But the president did not tell us when and did not tell us what initiatives have been put in place to achieve that. And he also stated that the president's information and information and strategy by Nanuga revealed details of the meeting in a statement where he says Nigerian professionals will return as economy improves. President Tinubu assures at inauguration of National Youth Confab Planning Committee. I was on a space earlier today. The whole situation about this Raye, this young lady, made a lot of persons to come on space to have conversation. And there was this individual, I think this individual works for the government. This person kept saying that Tinubu's economic reform will yield fruit. They now asked when. He said in the next 10 to 12 years. Then somebody now asked him and said, so what happens to us in that waiting period of 10 to 12 years?
And we Tinubu be there by that time.
Exactly. He knows. They're saying he's setting the groundwork for others to follow up with.
Yeah,
but that, I don't know if you get my drift. But the question is, what will happen to the common man before? What will happen to the common man before 10 years? What will happen to the youth of today in 10 years' time to begin to achieve that result? Are we going to die, suffer from starvation? I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
They told us 2026, which is just next year. Now it is now 12 years. Please, did you not hear the same thing from Buhari? Mm-hmm. We heard it from Buhari. That is why the time for deceit is over. I'm telling you, Tinubu and his officials will tell us another thing. We are past this stage, because what he's telling us can never be realizable. It's not possible. In fact, if we want to build a 300-story building, it's the foundation that will determine how strong that building will be. Okay. Esther, we have not laid any foundation for anything. I'm not joking. No foundation for the economy, for our politics, for everything, our education, our health center. No foundation as I'm talking to you now. So what are you building? Tell me. Esther, as I talk to you today, now, the Nigeria Economic Research Group told you that 7.2 million businesses have collapsed down, and died and left Nigeria. Imagine the number of employments that number of businesses would have generated. Who are supposed to be working in those? Is it not youth? Young adults who have the energy to work. 7.2. I'm not the one that said it. To Nigeria Economic Research Group. Research. Esther, research. That means they are not just armchair critics or whatever. 7.2. Please, which year will these businesses come back to life and start working to reabsorb all those people that they laid off? Which year is that? Is it in this century or in the next century? You know it's not possible. That's why I'm telling you, there's no foundation. All this light at the end of it, I've told you there's no tunnel. Not to talk of light. So don't go out looking for any light. There is no tunnel at all. No tunnel. Tinubu, show us the tunnel. I will go there myself to find the light. Show me the tunnel you have already laid on the ground. No tunnel. You heard that this kind of business closed down, and you are still promising the youth to heaven and earth. Is it not the youth that they laid off from those companies? Is it not the youth?
Barrister Darlington, in 2018, a bag of rice was 16,000, Oloyi beans 13,000, 3 liters of let's say vegetable oil, 2,150 naira. 360 grams of, Danofil, 600. 500 milligrams of milk tin, that is 1,500. This Milo tin was 1,100. Dry fish, you could get it for, let's say, 1,100, 500, 200. Titus, 1 carton of Titus, you could get it for as low as 10,000 naira. Dry fish, you could get a carton of it as low as 8,800. It's become so terrible that eggs now is almost like something for the elite. One egg.
If there is no place for you to, what are you going to? Is as good as you did not even learn the skill. It's as good as you did not learn the skill. That is why you have so many Okada riders. That's why you have so many Okada riders. Because that will give them daily income. I don't know why we are doing something upside down and we expect good results. It can never happen. All this one that Tinubu son, in the first place, what Tinubu son is doing is corruption. He has no business in government. He has no business at all.
You say it's corruption.
Corruption.
How
abuse
is it corruption?
Yes, abuse. And the father is directly watching him do
Is he not supporting his dad? I mean, Donald Trump's son supported his campaign.
Please, leave all those ones. All this palliative, on what ground is he doing it? Is it his own money? Is it his own money as to say, yes, you are giving largesse, you are philanthropist?
He said his initiative has been doing this for a long time.
Are you serious?
For the past 7 years. They've been into this, even before they emerged as the president's family.
What is he doing? What is his work? Tell me. If Dangote donate money now, I won't even bite an eyelid. I know where it's coming from. So the money whose money is that? Esther, you don't want to answer me.
Are you saying that he doesn't have a lucrative business even before the daddy became the president?
Mention the business now. Ask me what Dangote is doing, I can tell you. Maybe you have forgotten. Tell me the business Tinubu son is doing that will make so much profit to be donating money and everything all over the place. Tell me that business is doing that he made so much profit. By the way, who have checked his account? Are you not supposed to do that? Let him try this in America. Let him try it and see whether...
Are you saying this based on the fact that he's not a public official, so he's not meant to be acting in that capacity?
Not only that, he's not doing anything that warrants such a largesse. He's not. If there is, let me know. Show me what he's doing as a business, as a work. Tell me.
All right. Donating.
Look, it is not. If you are doing accountability, such things should not come. He's not a part of the government. He doesn't hold any portfolio. He doesn't. That's the real issue here.
Well, but he has said that his father is the best president ever that Nigeria can ever think about, but that people will always come for his family. Despite all their good intentions, despite all they have done, people will always come for their family.
Are you serious?
Yeah, his statement was across social media. People were even surprised at his voice.
Really? Okay, hold on. Can he go back to the basis and tell us the foundation of this thing that we are talking about? From all the Chicago thing and whatever the FBI is talking about, those ones are good record. They are complimentary, Abi. No, they are complimentary. That somebody went to obtain a certificate from a school that was never in existence. It was only 4 years after that school came to life, and he has already obtained a certificate from that school. Why is Seyi Tinubu not even embarrassed by that record? Why is he not embarrassed? Tell me. Or is that not a fact? Tell me, is that not a fact? Okay, fine. Your father came. Where did he meet us in the economy? And where is the economy now that he's telling us that the father have done so well? At least, it is when you meet us. Maybe the exchange rate is 500 when you came. Then under your word, the thing now came down to 250 or 200. Esther, will I not applaud it? Will you not celebrate it? Look at all the places he met us. Everything has gone 10 times up. And somebody is still praising his father. Can you imagine? Let them give us record. Let us see the specifics. Something you are saying, give us specifics of what you are saying. That you can see, under my father, this thing has come down. Under my father, this one has happened. Under my father, this one. We now know, yes. We can go to bank with what you are telling us. But whenever they want to make they make general statements. Like Tinubu have been telling us, very soon. When is soon? 2 years is down, 2 years is down in his administration. Yet you are not seeing soon. You can imagine. So when there is no timeline, forget it. It's all hogwash. When there is no timeline, look, if you enter international flights today, anybody, if I'm talking, let somebody call and tell me, after all the protocol by hostess and whatever about safety measure, the next thing you hear is ETA, estimated time of arrival. The pilot will announce it. You now set your watch and begin to watch.
All right.
You don't need to be told that you are coming close, because from the air there you may not see anything on the ground, but your watch will tell you that we are getting close. Your watch, as your watch is ticking, that's when you will know that you are getting close to where you're going, because the pilot have already told you. Now this pilot, where did he tell us that we'll arrive? They're not telling you 12 years. Well, 12 years.
Well, for him, while he was making this speech in Yobe State, he said that it was never about politics, but they keep coming for me. They keep coming for my family. They keep coming for my father. They keep coming for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the greatest president in the history of Nigeria. He praised his father's leadership, claiming he had prioritized youth empowerment and economic growth. He said he is the only president that has kept your people at home from when he was governor to when he became president. The only president that considers youth. The only president that created a platform for young people to fly. The only president that created an economy that has benefited everybody. So obviously maybe Raye is living in a different planet. He says the only president that is not trying to enrich his own pockets. Sheyi has recently been seen distributing food items during his visits to northern states, and that's what made the Bauchi state governor react in such a way that he reacted. Barrister Darlington, it is an unfortunate circumstance that we have found ourselves in this part of the world, because when it's time for us to take calls, I don't know how you would do it. I want to say something. This particular story is real. It happened about 3 days ago. There's this young man who is a strong supporter of President Tinubu. Now, I think his son died very recently. The son choked from peanuts. That is granuts. So it was in a boiling state. They took the son to the hospital. They did not have, I don't know, maybe suction or something to bring it out. They kept on putting something inside the throat to see if the guy could regurgitate, but it's like that thing kept pushing it inside the body. They said the hospital did not have amenities. That is why I'm coming back again to the state governors and the FAC allocation. What are they doing with it? The general hospital did not have the amenities to do what they needed to do. This young boy, now a lot of Nigerians on X did not really want to show empathy to the young man because he was a staunch supporter of this administration. He criticized anybody that criticized this administration and kept upholding. So it was like, the government you support did not help you. The facilities available, nothing. And apparently, because of what he posted, he caused the state of Ebonyi. He caused the state. Police came to arrest him in the house for putting that on social media. So this was why he was battling with the case of his son's life being at risk, who eventually passed on. The police came and arrested him for putting that on social media. This is an institution that you support. So at a critical time, they did not show you that support. The question now is this. Those who support without saying the truth, is there some kind of benefit to this whole thing? Because I was surprised to hear that this guy did not benefit from supporting this administration. I thought there was a group, I thought there is somewhere where they give them some stuff, for their consistent support on a daily, specifically on social media. Why is there an issue with you criticizing the government and these individuals come berate you, insult you? Why? Don't you learn from healthy criticism?
Esther, when a government is failing or has failed, they become paranoid. In fact, their own shadow, they are afraid of their own shadow. If you pass at their back, they will raise alarm. My enemies are after me. When you see a government in this kind of situation, go and check, they have failed. That's why they don't want anybody to criticize them. Everything is a threat to them. Everything. It started with those youths who protested the end hunger strike. Young youth who don't even know their name. They say they are planning a coup against Tinubu. Look at that. So when you see a government behaving like that, you don't need to go far to know what they are going through. Okay. They have failed. So I am not surprised. Do you know my happiness? All of us are going to the same market, Esther. I have never seen APC market. This NEPA bill, all of us are paying it. This fuel, they told you that remove for, you know that he told those youth that we remove this subsidy for your future. But those youth could not answer, but Mr. President, you are paying subsidy now. It's on record that you are paying subsidy. So where did you remove it? These are issues. So when you see people talking like this, my dear, you don't need to challenge them. You just go home. I'm not there because no.
Let's quickly move on to the drama in Rivers State. And it's not a funny situation because I don't know, it's like some certain persons don't want governance to properly prevail for the people of Rivers. I first of all want to play this audio, then that would set the premise for my question. Let's just take this analysis.
Rivers State Assembly, 27 of whose members are loyal to the FCT minister, they are bent on impeaching the governor. And they are doing things. For example, they refuse to accept him to deliver the budget, and they adjourned indefinitely so that he will not be able to present the budget. And then the next thing that is likely to happen is if he spends any money, they will say he has spent money illegally and has therefore committed an impeachable offense.
No, that was a trap.
They are setting a trap. More than that, because you see, they have the numbers to impeach him, 27 out of, I think, 35 or so. They have the overwhelming numbers. The remaining obstacle in the impeachment process is the chief judge. Because when you pass an impeachment resolution, you send it to the chief judge to constitute the panel that will investigate the petition. And if the panel returns a not guilty verdict, then you must drop the impeachment charge and you cannot raise it again within the life of the current assembly. It happened in Nasarawa State in 2014. The state assembly impeached the governor, Umaru Tanko Almakura, but the chief judge set up a panel which returned a verdict of not guilty, and they therefore had to drop. That is what the Rivers State Assembly now is afraid of, which is why they are also going after the chief judge. They said yesterday that they are initiating investigation into allegations of age falsification on the part of the chief judge. What I can see is that they suspect that the chief judge may not do their bidding and set up a panel that will definitely return a guilty verdict. So they also want to do away with the chief judge of Rivers State. Wow. It's a nasty, nasty political maneuver.
Yes, that's the truth. I said it here. The judge will not allow it. So they are wasting their time.
Are you sure?
I told you, that's the procedure now.
They've accused the governor and his deputy of gross misconduct. This is the latest in the political crisis that has engulfed the state. The lawmakers under Martin Amawole have forwarded the notice to the governor and his deputy. Remember last week we had this conversation. Governor Sim Fubara wanted to represent the budget by following the Supreme Court mandate. He had informed Martin Amawole that he was going to come to where they were to represent the budget. He was locked out. He also called the speaker at the time, and the speaker did not respond to him. Now, he also wrote and said he will come and represent the budget, that the House should let him know when he needs to come represent the budget. Now, the president met with PANDEF and the Ijo members and told them to tell their son to implement the Supreme Court verdict, that he foresaw this, and that was why he brought in an 8-point resolution. But the Martin Amawole faction do not want peace to reign. Is it obvious with this analysis that a major target is to impeach him? And so right now they want to infuse or threaten the judge of the states. That way they can't find any gross misconduct against him. They can put in somebody that would do their bidding.
And it's not possible. It can never be possible. That's the truth.
So
now,
when the president was speaking, why did he not tell those lawmakers to work in tandem with the governor?
Good. Ever since this thing has been going on, have you heard at any point in time when Tinubu reprimanded Wike and his group?
Nope.
Good. Everything is all about Fubara. All these overtures he is presenting now, nobody will see it. Esther, nobody will see it though. Nobody. I have always asked, what is the interest of Wike in Rivers State? Why should I be hearing pro-Wike lawmaker, pro-Wike this, pro-Wike that? On what basis? And I ask again, is Wike the owner of Rivers State? Is there anything he left in office that he wants to collect? Is his family the owner of Rivers? Is the land of Rivers State, does it belong to his family? I mean, when you are pursuing something, you must have an excuse, you must have a reason.
Okay.
What exactly is Wike doing in Rivers State that everybody now feel that, or rather he feel that it is his right? If they ask him now, what exactly do you want in Rivers State? You want Fubara to be giving you 25% of the allocation, Abi? You want Fubara not to sign any contract that is above 5 million, Abi? You want Fubara to do this. You don't want him to do that. All the commissioners, you are appointed for a governor. Hey, God Almighty. Esther,
Sir?
is that democracy? Under Tinubu's watch, under Tinubu's watch, these things are going on. Tomorrow now, he will tell us he's the greatest democratic president. I was thinking the son will make reference to this thing. So this thing is a good governance as far as it's concerned. They mention Lagos State, his name is there. They mention Osun, his name is there. Rivers, his name is there. Kano, his name is there. You now have 2 emirs in Kano, one for federal, one for state. What kind of thing is this, for God's sake? And somebody telling me he's the greatest this, greatest that.
All right, Barrister Darlington, thank you so much. We need to take a very short break. When we return, we'll take your reactions. I would implore you, this is an opportunity for you to vent, but please vent with decorum, all right? Because so that they will not say we're heating up the polity or we're abusing the president. We don't want to abuse President Tobiko, but you can express yourself or possibly share your experience and maybe give us recommendations as to how this administration can do better. The Evening Rush will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to take your calls this evening, and I would implore you, like I said earlier, let's hear your recommendations, share your experience with us. Trust me, even we right here, if we tell you our own story, we dey come here every day. We just try to, do what we need to do on the job. But trust me, it's not easy. It's not easy for a lot of us. Okay, the number to call is 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. 0817-1756-338. All right, that's the WhatsApp number. I can see that some of you are already sending your WhatsApp messages, but let's take the calls first, and then we'll come back to take the WhatsApp messages. Hello, good evening. Thank you for joining us today. What's your name?
Good evening. My name is Clement. I'm calling from Lagos.
Clement from Lagos. Please go ahead.
First time caller.
Welcome, Clement. We're ringing bell for you. All right, go ahead, please.
Yeah. We have two type of leadership. a leader who turned a country into forest and a leader who turned a country into a standard of a conducive environment for human being to live. It's just quite unfortunate that the future of this country doesn't have future. I mean, the youth of this country doesn't have future because the future has decayed. The future they have been oppressed. So nothing lasts forever. 8 years, we one day become former. I was once a president. We end in every man who is a president.
All right.
So like that young lady.
Yes.
He expressed herself. Like our daddy there said, Barrister, he made me to love VOP. Always. I don't miss it. I always record everything that transpired in that session. Most especially Monday and Thursday.
Are you serious?
All right.
So,
Thank you very much. All right. We sincerely
you.
appreciate you calling. All right. Mr. Clement there from Lagos. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Hello. Good evening. Welcome to the Evening Rush.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Dola.
Your name
From
is?
My name is Dola from Ebe.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, Barrister Darlington.
Well done.
Okay. I support what Barrister Darlington said on Lagos State. Lagos State, every area is supposed to be clean because Keke driver paid 100 naira for environmental sanitation. I think Keke driver pay each Keke driver pay 100 naira to each local government in whole Lagos State.
I'm telling you.
I send the message and verify it. I send the picture of the ticket 100 naira per day, Monday to Saturday. Environmental sanitation. So Lagos is supposed to be clean. Calculate the money, view Lagos State, clean cycle in Lagos State. So even though if you don't pay PSP, they can clean view Lagos State.
I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you. 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, but
Hello?
yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Can you turn down the volume of your radio or you
Okay.
stay away from it?
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Well,
can hear
I
you
hear
now.
you.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. I want to comment on what the lady, the Corper said.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true. Lagos is smelling. I can remember when Fashola was the governor of the state. At least every year, January, February, they used to scope the drainage. They see this current governor. He has not done it once in his administration. So the whole drainage is blocked everywhere. It's smelling. That's my own contribution.
Thank you very much. 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Good evening. How are you, sir? Oma.
This is Okangbelina.
Okangbelina, good evening. How are you?
Fine, I greet your guest.
All right.
The man that is going about distributing things in the north and sharing all those money. The dam collapsed in Medugri.
He went to the land.
He dashed them 500 million. That's a small boy. We should ask him, where did you get all this money from?
I wonder.
And then, number two, throughout the Buhari.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, continue.
Why did he not distribute this thing before the father became president? And then after the father, we know he will, we like it or not, he will still be there for 2027. He will still win. After that, will he still continue with what he's doing now? We know that this is just campaign. You know, small boy like that is dashing me for 500, just doing everything he wants. And we are just there clapping hands for him. It's so terrible. Lagos is terrible. Nigeria is terrible. The leader is terrible. Bye-bye.
All right. 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Am I on to VOP?
Yes, you're on to VOP, sir. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Frank.
Mr. Frank.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Frank, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Lagos Island.
All right, Mr. Frank, please go ahead.
First time caller.
All right, welcome. Let me ring the bell for you. Thank you for joining us.
I'll be following the man of the people, which is Mr. Barrister Darlington.
Okay.
He has been the one that make me to fall in love with VOP.
Okay.
Okay, let my contribution go this way. That young lady, before she will come out and start complaining, even sharing tears in a video.
Yes.
And the Lagos State government still came out attacking her. That is not professional.
I'm telling you.
The Lagos State government has many things to do than focusing on other matters that are not relevant. I will not lie, the whole Lagos State is smelling. If you go to Oshodi now, on top of that bridge, you will see boys pooping all over the bridge.
Yes, open defecation. That's true. That's a problem.
Daylight, they are pooping on that bridge.
I'm telling you.
How will Lagos not be smelling?
Telling you.
And the question I want to ask again, which work is Tinubu doing? Where is he getting all the money that he's spending? Using for piloting. May God help Nigerians.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling. 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
How are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to Barrister Darlington, the senior advocate of the masses.
Mayor. How are you?
My name is Mayor from First Time.
All right, Mayor, please
Like
go ahead.
Barrister Darlington and others have said, there is no lie in what that young girl said. Not even half a lie, not even half a rest of one. Lagos is smelling. Like the man that said last, he talked about Oshodi alone. If you come to my two towards first track, first gate, the whole place is a mess. Open defecation, first track, all over the place, and the Emagamaza area, there's a particular smell. I think that thing should come from canal, from morning till evening. The whole canal is everywhere, thinking. The Lagos State government, and there are no roads. So they should focus on their primary listing function. Let them empower the local government. At least in those days, when we were talking about functions of local government in primary government or civic, cleanliness, functioning, opening of a market, all those ones. I don't know where those ones are still happening. So they should do something. It's not about leaving this thing and attacking the young girl. And then on the issue of the state of the nation, I think even if it's Tinubu that is throwing money around, I don't know what he's doing. Dangote, we know, have been doing business over the years. We know his capacity. So it is only in Nigeria that somebody will come and be telling how to power without no office, where they say this is a regular business. So that is the sign of a government that has no focus, just propaganda and telling us like it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. And as it is now, we don't even know where we are heading to. Where they are attacking people who are the girl in question. So they let our president sit up. The son is giving him kudos. Is it giving him names? This is the democracy that he has been fighting for now. Is this what they call democracy?
All right, thank you very much. Let's take other calls, okay? Thank you for calling. All right, 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Good evening. How are you? Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. My name is Fatai.
Fatai, what's your location, Fatai?
I'm calling from Ijubo.
All right, Fatai, please go ahead.
Good evening. Good evening, Mr.
Barrister Darlington.
Barrister Darlington. Good job, sir.
Well done.
Yes, sir. Oga, nothing to talk. We don't talk tired. This thing, our matter, this Nigerian matter, say we don't enter one chance. Let me say, now one chance, now we did. Basically, we don't enter one chance, don't enter. Now to find how we take come out, now the problem. All this talk. And since this man enter there, nothing. They don't chop all our resources finish. We know they talk. Now they are stealing from the citizen. What will remain again, okay?
In fact, it's very painful.
They are still, if somebody's, imagine somebody, you have a problem of 5,000. Oga Darlington, please, Oga beg, I need the 5,000. Please let me send 5,000. You send out to me, finish. No complete.
All right. Thank you very much.
They don't hijack them for road.
I mean, the bank don't take half of the.
Okay, before you go use all the money on cash again. POS go collect on that 100 naira on top. You don't shop, you don't shop that again.
I'm telling you.
Thank God help us, no. Don't enter.
All right. Thank you very much. Well, I remember the last time when there was the End SARS protest along that bridge, the expressway on Victoria Island. I remember then I heard that that particular route, that billboard there, outdoor advertising, is owned by Tinubu. In fact, he's mainly into advertising. I think one Lotsat Promo Media. He's into outdoor advertising. Another one too is Red Dots. Yes, I think something about Red Dots. Red Dots Media. He's into advertising landscape, and so he has a lot of successful businesses in the advertising sector. And then he has this Noella Tinubu Foundation, which is to empower the youth, which is obviously what he went to do in Yobe State. So I mean, I don't know if that is the only source of income, but that is the official supposed line of job he's into. He's into media advertising, you know. Anyways, let's take more calls. 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening, my sister.
Hello, good evening. Can you speak up?
Hello, good evening, my sister.
Good evening. How are you? What's your name?
I'm Sunday by name, calling from Festac.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
What I want to draw people's minds, 1999, when civilian regime resumed, that's when this country scattered. That is when the problem that we are facing in this country started in Lagos State.
Hello? Okay, that's all you want to remind us. Okay. 08036929933. That's the number to call. Like I said, you can express yourself. Okay. Share your experiences with us. If we had to share our experience with you, oh my God. Again, it's not everybody. I couldn't come to work. I think I ate banana. Maybe the banana had carbide in it. I don't know. The only thing I can recall is that I saw myself at the emergency center at Jolad. And I would say that if not for that kind of hospital and the facility in that hospital, I don't know what would have happened, because I just know that I wasn't conscious until later in the evening. They really attended to me as fast as possible, but that's because you're ready to pay for it. So I'm imagining other instances where there are no facilities to take care of such an emergency. I remember that incident. It was on a Wednesday. I did not come to work that day. And the following day, Thursday, I was here. I came to work, came to do my job. I remember then. I came to work. So it's not funny that people die because basic amenities needed are not provided. Children dying, mothers who gave birth dying due to either lackadaisical attitude, no consciousness. It's worrisome. Hello, good evening. How are you? How are you? Good evening. What's your name?
My name is Coca. I'm calling from Ojo.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I want to greet your guest, Vice Darlington.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to ask concerning the rivers issue. Vice Darlington, I want to believe that the legislators are public officers, isn't it?
Yeah, they are.
And they are being paid from the public fund.
Exactly.
If this is so, why don't Mubarak invoke the order of mandamus on them to do what they are supposed to do so that Rivers State should not suffer?
You can.
Yes.
It's not as easy as you're saying it. I mean, the matter is
but
in court.
I want to believe at least he can go through the state court, that's the high court, and get this done. If his lawyer can look at this, because the issue is, he has to fight back.
They will not obey him. They will not forget it. They will not obey him. I blame the Supreme Court because I was expecting the Supreme Court to resolve the issue of the defection. At least let us know whether these people are properly legislators in the Rivers State House of Assembly. As of now, we don't even know where they, because their matter is still pending in court. And now they are acting like a lord of the manor. When are they going to look into that matter? That's my worry here. What are they waiting for? If there's no ulterior motive, what are they waiting for? And look, if they carry out this impeachment, it will not fly. If a footballer should go to court and present all the fact that he has tried all he could but they refuse, why would any court admit them and what they are doing?
Well, I want to believe at least it's going to be in the public domain that he has done this, so it will bring it more clearer to the whole Nigerian national world.
Everybody knows. Even River people, they are waiting for them.
All right, thank you very much for calling.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
thank you. 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello, how are you?
Hello?
Good evening. How are you?
Hello?
I can hear you. What's your name?
Yes, my name is Ikechukwu Augustine. I'm calling you from Okota Road.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Thank you for bringing somebody that speaks like the way we think. Because for long now you are bringing the people that we don't know how they are speaking, how they view the law. Thank God to bring in a legal practitioner that know what is right and speaking what is right. I hope they will not come against him. That is by the way. Please, let me say something. You see this life, what you sow is what you will reap. When you come to, in terms of River State, what the governor is sow is what he's reaping. Since he leave the constitution and went to meet the president to sign an agreement.
You can't blame him.
And they still in that place. That is the problem he's facing now, which the speaker of Lagos State will still face tomorrow. You bring somebody that's speaking our mind. Thank God for that. Because for long now you are bringing people.
Okay. 08036929933. 08036929933. That's the number to call. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Can you turn down the volume of your radio, please? Good evening. How are you, sir?
I'm okay. And you?
I'm fine.
I want to greet.
Your volume is still very loud, please. Or you stay far away from the radio. All right. Thank you very much. Hello.
You always speak mind.
Hello.
I so much love that Mr. Darlington.
All right, sir.
He is the only person that can speak Nigerian's mind.
Okay.
And as for that lady, that Corper, they should not touch that Corper because that Corper speak our mind. And that Corper, if we have somebody like that up to threat in Nigeria, in short, this Nigeria will not be like this today. When something is touching you, you come out and speak your mind, so that the Nigeria will know that you have speak your mind. Then let anybody come after you. Then Nigeria will know about that. So I so much thank Barrister Darlington. Keep it on. God will continue to guide you. Amen. God will continue to save you. Well, nobody will touch you.
Thank you very much. Please, when you call, okay, just turn down the volume of your radio set or you move away from it completely. The feedback is disconcerting, all right? All right. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello?
Good evening. How are you?
Can you hear me? Who am I speaking with? Sorry.
My name is Esther Wachuku. You're on to the Evening Rush. What's your name?
Hi, Obi-Wan, where you go? I know me how I did. I feel ground. Where you can go?
I did. You know, when I station, my hot station to get through is difficult.
We thank God you got us today.
The only thing, I don't know where you were in 1980s. You are talking of the Bubian West. Mbakwe. You remember the Sulo?
Exactly.
No country pays tax more than Nigeria. We pay no country because you are providing your water, you are doing your road. When they say tax, look at that. I say if Americans do what we do here in the name of taking care of things, our responsibility is more than paying tax. Because if you have lived in it, like what do you call it, foreign country, but that is that You wake up in the morning, carry your bin in a nylon, take it, go and throw it in the bin outside. Nobody is asking you to prep anything.
Exactly.
As you are dressing up for work, you are carrying your bin to the door, to the big this thing that you throw inside. They will come and pack it. Nobody is telling to pay extra cost. Why are we paying taxes?
Because the tax have taken care of it. Eh?
All right. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you? What's your name?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you? Hello. Good evening, sir. How are you? Can you turn down the volume of your radio, please? Can you do that, or you step away from your radio set, please? Hello? Yes. Go ahead now.
Okay, I said my name is Peter Usifo.
Peter Usifo, good evening. Peter, you have not turned down the volume of your radio set. Please do that. I can hear myself at the background. Yes, it's okay. Please go ahead.
Very good. Please, good evening to your guest, Barrister Darlington.
I'm hearing you.
Are you hearing me? You didn't reply my greeting. You only said you're hearing me. Say good evening to me, we are friends. All right. My name once more is Peter Usif. I'm calling from Abanga in a cartoon. As I've always been saying, all ties, all Jews. Esther knows why I'm saying that. This is not the first time she has said that. You see, for River State, I think this impeachment notice, in fact, far overdue. It's long overdue as it were. They should have given him this. But I don't know why many or some media organizations, including Just Kelly, are always supporting Fubara.
What do you mean by support? No, don't come and make generalized statements now. Don't say we support anybody. We try to present both sides.
You are an English student and a very good master of the language, so you should understand me very well.
No, yes, I do understand, but don't make a statement and say we are supporting.
All right,
no.
Okay, let me just go to the point.
Okay.
The point is that I would have expected Fubara to have resigned honorably before the day. But since he has decided, to go this way, well, so be it. Because he is trying to, play the victim at the moment and then play to the gallery, which is unfortunate. Some people are blaming Bola Ahmed Tinubu for not coming in. But people should remember, or many Nigerians should remember, those who are supporting Fubara, that at a point in time, this man came in. What Fubara went to do after that was that it was a mere political solution. So, which is wrong. And people should remember how this problem started, how he burned the building of the seven-man assembly. Those who are saying that they defected and it's still in court, I think it's a mere academic exercise. The Supreme Court has ruled in favor of these people. Let it be known that Fubara was not able to present his case concerning to a seven-man assembly, whether they defected rightly or wrongly. He did not present it. So came the Supreme Court, and everybody has heard that in the CTC. There's a CTC of the Supreme Court judgment.
All right,
so
thank you very much.
I think those people who are also saying that if it's impeached, something will happen, nothing will happen.
Okay. Barrister Darlington, please respond to Peter Usifo.
Let me ask you.
I don't want to be the whatever.
Look, you can't discuss a matter without going to the root cause. The man that spoke, you are talking of the root cause. The root cause is that Wike wants Fubara to be giving him 25% of River State allocation. Wike wants Fubara not to sign any contract that is beyond 5 million. Wike wants Fubara to accept the commissioners he appointed for him and so many other things that you know. Please, what type of democracy is that? Even if you are the most stupid person on earth, will you accept such a condition? Is it now when Fubara said, no, I can't do this, that problem started? Is that not? So on what basis you would not say that Fubara is wrong? Did the Fubara collect anything from Wike? Is Wike the owner of River State? of all the governors that have ruled River State, which of them has acted like weak?
Hello, good evening. How are you?
And if not for Tinubu to back up,
Good evening. How are you? What's your name?
Fine, Ben from Eva.
Ben, please go ahead.
You see, Lagos is smelling, it is the failure of the government. And instead of them to take responsibility, they want to crucify the girl. The government is not doing anything concerning sanitation. Do you know what are the functions of 20 local governments and 37 LCDs? If to say they have sanitary office that can be monitoring the street, Esther, do you know that all the sewage are channeled to the gutter in this Lagos?
Of course.
Is it my duty? Is it my duty? If you come and lock up the street, any gutter you see, Esther, is it not the government that should say every street, inside every street, clean it up every month and every last Saturday, clean up your gutter, just your gutter. And they will be going around. Any gutter that is not clean, they will not find the whole street. Any gutter they test and see sewage water, they will not find the whole street. In the night, they channel it inside gutter, everything inside gutter. Why can't it smell? Why can't it smell? Look at all the people who are selling on in the marketplace. There is nothing provided for them by the PSP. Nothing is provided for them by what you call normal people. Nothing is provided for them to throw away their baby. These people is this thing that have tire. They will waste the bin. They will throw away everything. Then they come every day, carry it and go. Every day, carry it and go. People are paying for it. Even Keke people are surprised to hear that Keke people are paying. What are we talking about? Esther, do you know what they are doing in River State now? It is civilian coup. It is civilian coup they are doing now. They want to muscle the governor out. This chief judge now, they know the chief judge will not support them. What they want to do, the chief judge, to threaten him to resign.
Exactly. That's basically what we talked about. All right. Thank you so much, Ben, for calling. All right. We need to take other calls.
Do you see any street that have refuse bin?
Okay.
In their street? One, in my street, there's none. I will tell that there's no refuse bin.
Are you serious? From the Lagos State government?
I said there's no refuse bin.
That thing, we pay 30,000, I mean 30,000 for that long truck.
I said there is none. There is none.
Ha.
I think it's all over Aboru self. There's no refuse bin where people will dump their refuse. I bought one. The moment I put it outside for some time, people came to fill it up overnight. I had to bring it inside.
All right. Hello. Good evening, Joval. Hello. Hello. Joval, I can't hear you. All right, Joval, maybe you call us back because I couldn't hear you at all. Okay. Some calls are not coming in. I don't know why. They tried to call, but then it cuts off. So let me take this call and then I'll definitely. Hello. God is great. How are you? Hello? Hello? We can't hear the WhatsApp call at all. It's not coming on. Okay. All right.
And these are people who increase their tariff.
Good evening. How are you? Turn down the volume of your radio, please. Hello? Hello? All right. I would like to take some messages right about now. And some state governors in Nigeria. Leo from Lagos. Good evening, Barrister Darlington. Hello and beautiful Esther. Thank you. Always on point. Esther, thank you. Always on point. Mr. Darlington, now all of us need to see a psychiatrist. She's not the only one. We're all just living to eat. 35 years to 45 years old man are still single. They're scared of hard life in Nigeria. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. I'm Engineer Olasu Komi Adefuye, also known as Mr. Lasu from Ijashata Dumushi. Esther, this our government has turned everyone to NFA, no future at all. Barrister is saying the truth. Our Nigerian leaders are to cover their eyes with their palm line. Isn't same petroleum we are having Libya country also has to food the bills of light and other necessities of their citizens free of charge? This is reason Libya and Morocco don't want to see any Nigerian citizen in their domain. Go and witness what I am saying. In view of Miranda, she really fumbled within that short month in office. That's why no support for her to be on that seat. I beg, good night. Good evening, Auntie Esther and Barrister Darlington. I would not blame the core member for what she lamented about. Nobody in this country should blame her. Concerning what she said that Lagos is smelling, she's right. Because look at how they mess up our economy. Currently, Lagos State House of Assembly have mopped a huge amount of $1 billion to purchase new brand SUV Jeep for Lagos State House of Assembly members. Imagine, isn't our money both Igbo, Yoruba and Hausa that dwell here in Lagos State, generate inter revenue for Lagos State? They are squashing spending money they could use and do something meaningful in Lagos State. Chibwe Rahim from Ikotun. All right. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. This is Momo from Jakonde Estates, Isolo. My submission is the NYSC core members' view about Lagos is smelling. Leadership behavior in Nigeria is inhumane and lack of empathy on their subjects. Waste management from the point of collection to the point of recycling should be the absolute responsibility of government, and our duty as citizens is to take it to the point of collection, and that is should be done free of charge. Excuse me. All right, that should be done free of charge. Ambody wanted to implement this initiative before the current president and all the greedy self-party loyalists conspired to remove him from office, and there was that. He won't come off food from our mouth. Let the Lagos state government carry out a scientific censor to ascertain if Lagos is smelling or not. My name is Chidi from Oshodi. If the Igbos leave, who will occupy the following markets? Mushi Market, Yaba Market, Oshodi Market and Arena, Alaba Market, Idumota. Maybe angels will come down and occupy these markets. Good evening, Barrister and Esther. Mr. Barrister, even if there is a tunnel, we would bust it to see the light instead of waiting to get to the end of an endless tunnel. They are busy building huge and wasteful projects called coastal highways to poverty, which is typical African politicians' ways of embezzling money. While the inner roads are not motorable, farmers can't farm and no job creation. It's a hopeless situation. From Chief Udo. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Shay saying his father is the best president means that his father is the worst president Nigeria ever had. Adaku from Igondo. Esther and Barrister, good evening. So we now have Office of the First Son. Many still don't get why we're on the neck of this government. In this first 4 years of Tinubu, we only have this year to really make any meaningful progress. From next year, all they will be doing is strategizing on how to win the next election. Then 2027 is election here. Olisa from Agboju. Esther, good evening. 0014 fought for himself, yet people keep saying he fought for democracy. Nigeria is just a joke. Most Nigerian rulers can't be employed as a gate man in some countries because most of them don't think and behave like human beings. Even the devil will be wondering about most Nigerians on how they think and do things, yet praise God, nevertheless, forgetting that God is even tired of the situation. Ugo. Esther, concerning the core member, you can't predict a frustrated person. Masses are frustrated, and not because they are lazy, but inflation affecting the little income. 200,000 can't sustain a family of 4 currently in Nigeria. They should just expect more reactions. They are now focused on 2027 election, neglecting the masses suffering. How many people would die before 2027 is not their interest. Idowu Henry from Ojo, Lagos. All right. Good evening, my VOP people. Your guest is correct. Lagos have enough money to clean everywhere in the state. Each keke 100 naira every day in Lagos State. They should calculate it and see if they cannot clean Lagos. And he sent a proof, a receipt, Isolo LCDA. That's the receipt of his. Well done, Ola. Ola, well done. Thank you so much. This is citizen journalism. Thank you. John from Ijaniki. Tinubu should stop telling lies. His father has already overtaken Buhari as the worst president in Nigerian history. He was just overhyped during the campaign. He has nothing to offer. Tinubu should... Okay, all right. You said the word pro-Wike lawmakers alone is crime against democracy, and Tinubu is watching without calling Wike to order. Impeaching Fubara will surely affect all production. John from Ijaniki. Well done, John. Esther and Darlington, just listen to Mr. President and promise kept, if I may say. Chris from Ikotu. Chris, all right. I think he sent an audio. A very short audio. Good evening, Esther. What is happening in Rivers State is normal in the sense that Mr. President is just looking while the country is about to go in flame. Why can't Mr. President call Wike to order? I believe because of federal government's backing that makes Wike to misbehave. From Ernest Ezechiku from Akonwajo. Good evening, Esther. NYC lady spoke the minds of a lot of Nigerians who are either afraid to talk or just decided to keep mute. Her voice only applied what so many people are harboring in their hearts. This is Sorosuke generation, and I am proud of her. This government go here and with the Gen Zs. I feel that lady should be protected. Andrew from Ajao. All right, Andrew. Well done. Elder Isaac from Idemu, I have only one message tonight. Ecclesiastes 8:13. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before God. All right, thank you very much for that. Okay. All right, I will reach out to you later, okay? Thank you very much for that message. Good evening, VAP. Lagos is truly dirty. Government should start demolishing the houses built on the drainages, and all the markets in Lagos that are always dirty should be closed for a month with heavy fines, especially Ladipo. Especially Ladipo Market. Tunde from Ijegun. All right, Tunde. Good, especially Ladipo. Okay. Good evening, gentlemen, and the lady Esther. Sincerely, I feel like crying for this country. Unfortunately, there is no tears. So the son of Mr. President has the guts to say his father is the best president Nigeria has ever had. This is an insult in Nigeria, but nobody is calling for his arrest. The NYC lady has just stated the obvious. It came back from Mafoluku Oshodi. All right, good evening, VOP and my people in the studio. This is Abraham from Mafoluku. Lagos is actually smelling, no jokes. But that aside, I want to say that if anything should happen to that girl, I mean the NYC girl, then make the government wait for our retaliation, because we're actually tired and we're barely holding on, and this might actually be the straw that will finally break the camel's back. Thank you. Oh, you know, put your name. Oh, I beg they put your name. Good evening, Esther, Barrister Darlington, and VOPFM. The young lady spoke the minds of the masses. Since the infamous announcement by the president that subsidy is gone, the economy has been on standstill. Hundreds of Nigerians are dying of hunger on a daily basis. Manufacturing companies are moving in droves to neighboring countries. And up to date, the president never addressed the nation what is happening in the oil sector of the economy. If Nigerians continue to lament from now till thy kingdom come as what is happening in the oil industry, nothing will change. It is now a taboo for anyone to call for a protest for fear of being charged for treason in the country. Solution: let Nigerians stay at home and boycott the fuel filling stations for now, except those on essential duty, until the Minister of Petroleum, the President, explains to us what is going on in the oil industry, because the more you look, the less you see. Is it a curse to be a Nigerian? We're all fed up with the anti-people policies of this present administration. Stephen Akimbisola, Ijegun, Lagos. When criminals are in power, this is what you get. They don't care about the people. Please, Nigerians should come together to chase APC and his leadership away from this country. This is cancer plaguing Nigerians at present. What a curse to the people of Nigeria. Billy from Ikotu. Truly, is Lagos smelling? I could remember a day we called our local government chairman about the drainage in our area at Mushi. He said his work is not to clear gutters. Ayo from Mushi. Good evening. This is Mr. Benson from Egbeda. I want to tell Mr. Wike to know that he is what he's doing, because Abuja is not River State. That after his tenure as FCT minister, he returns back to his homeland, which is River State. Sorry. So it's amusing. Okay, let me start from the beginning. It's so amusing listening to all these VOP analysts as they now accuse those Rivers lawmakers as not cooperating with Fubara to seek peaceful and amicable solution to the raging crisis in Rivers State. Where are their consciences? Were these same analysts the ones that had kept Gordon Fubara on in his sorry journey to the Golgotha? Now the chicken has finally come home to roost, but there's nothing to worry about now. After all, Darlington has assured us that nothing like impeachment can ever be carried out. Well, what you know, sorry, my name is Yemi from Lagos.
Are you serious? Yemi, if you look at the genesis of the problem, does Fubara deserve an impeachment? What are you people talking like this? Is that democracy that is going on in River State? Why are you supporting infamy? Can't you ask Wike, what are you doing in River State? I mean, this thing is becoming irritating. You mean I should support the impeachment of Fubara? On what basis? What did he do wrong? You can see how you people destroy this country by your actions and statements. So you are supporting his impeachment. On what ground? On what ground? What did he do wrong? Tell me. You are supporting it. I wish you well, though. You're a patriot.
All right. May God help us in this country. Amen and amen. Tinubu has finished this country and now he wants his son to continue where he stopped. Amaka His son should stop praising the father. We're the one to say if he should be praised or not. There's nothing like praise for Tinubu, but curse upon curse. Ha! Tinubu is worse than Buhari. Sheyi, you cannot convince Nigerians on whom your father is. Only your puppets and louts in Lagos. Nigeria is fading away under you. What is Sheyi's work sharing money in Borno or in Yobe? I wait for this country. Senator from Isolo. All right, Senator Mary from Okafa. The NYSC girl that spoke her mind, is it that this present democracy does not believe in freedom of speech? Interesting. Mary from Okafa. Well done, Mary. Good evening, Madam Esther Machuku and Barrister Darlington. Esther, she is just deceiving himself until he tells his father the bitter truth. He just they play. The only solution for this ugly situation is electoral reform that will give birth to a credible election. Have a nice time. Prince Samuel Ofobisi Oji from Ajegunle Akpakpa, Lagos. Good evening, Esther Machuku and Barrister Darlington. Lagos does not only smell, it's dirty, smoky, noisy, hot, dusty, flooded during raining season. Being overpopulated is not an excuse to say it's the reason why Lagos is smelling. Having they seen cities that are populated as Lagos across the world and are clean at the same time, Showara did well to go with the NYSC Corper to face them. Charles from Lagos. Again, Esther Wike is very typical Ikwere. He sees Rivers State Government House as abandoned property since it doesn't have permanent landlord like Lagos and Tinubu. He wants to be the permanent landlord just like his Rumweme people took over Igbo property after the Civil War in the guise of abandoned property. Again, Esther, it's so difficult to tell people to shut off your radios instead of always shouting, okay, turn down your radio, time without number. Oh, so sorry. We have to tell them because that thing is disconcerting. Good evening, Esther Wachko and Barrister Darlington. Ima from Shasha Konwajo. My take on Sheyi Tinubu is that he is sarcastic in what he's saying. His father is the best president. But in 2014, in the build-up of our election, he ganged up with the so-called APC and some self-acclaimed men of God. They called President Jonathan all sorts of names, but nobody was arrested. Let him compare the cost of living then and now and tell us if he means what he is saying. Good evening, Esther Wachko and Barrister Darlington. All right, thank you very much. Good evening, VOP. The problem of Nigeria is not caused by Tinubu, but good luck, Jonathan and Mbaka. Have it been that he listened to OBJ and gave PDP ticket to a strong person that would match Buhari, would have been in the place, we would not have been in the place we are today. Leave Tinubu alone. Blame GEJ. Godwin from Festac. From Lagos, all the drainage is blocked with pure water bag and plastic. The lady is right. Godwin from Festac. Okay. Well done, Godwin, for your message. And we'll take this and then we'll go into a very special package like we always have for you right here. So after the whole complaint, after the whole talk about government, we look for other means through which, we can help you make some form of income and proper investment. Good evening, Esther and Barrister. What is Sheyi Tinubu's occupation? Sheyi Tinubu is just saying Balderdash. We know what's up. Remind Sheyi that any son who sees his father doing evil and refuses to speak out but often supports him, the sin of his father will be upon him and the consequences therein. As for terrible Wike and Tinubu saga in Rivers State, they will continue to fail woefully. They want to capture Rivers State so that they will rig the election results in 2027, just like he did in 2023, but they will fail woefully as they are failing now. Peter Osifo is always saying Balderdash as usual. I expected you to ask him on what ground does he want Fubara to resign? I'm disappointed to know that Peter Osifo is from my state, Delta. All right, thank you very much. Interesting day, isn't it? I need to check the mic there if it's okay. I think that should be mic 6. All right, can you hear yourself?
Yeah, I can hear myself.
All right, very, very good. Good evening. How are you, kudos?
I'm very, very fine tonight.
So please reel out to us this tantalizing and fantastic packages you have for us with Kudos Homes.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Once again, my name is Victor from Kudos Homes Limited. And I'm here to talk about investing in one of the most valuable investment here on earth. And that investment is property investment. So if you are out there and you are still waiting, still thinking about what to do with your money, I'm here to tell you that one of the sure investment that you can put your money into is investing in properties. And that is why I am here today to introduce you, to let you see all the property options that we have and then the different locations that we have these amazing properties. Okay, now let me talk about our properties here in Lagos State. So in Lagos State, we have the Kudos City, which is an estate that is located in Agbowa, Ikorodu. Now, Kudos City is currently selling for 1.5 million naira. Now the plot size is 500 square meters. So with 1.5 million naira, you will get one plot of land in Kudos City, Agbowa, Ikorodu. And in Ekpe, Omuketu Ekpe, we have the Kudos Heritage. Kudos Heritage is located in Omuketu Ekpe, and the Kudos Heritage Phase 1 is currently going for just 3.5 million naira per plot. And we also have the Phase 2 of Kudos Heritage in the same Omuketu Ekpe, and is going for just 2.5 million naira per plot. And also we have the Kudos Height, which is also located in Omuketu Ekpe, and Kudos Height is going for just 4.5 million naira per plot. I know you'll be asking, why are all these estates located in Ekpe? Because Ekpe is a fast growing city. Major investment, major development are hitting Ekpe, and if you are out there thinking of a good location to have a property investment, either for land backing or you want to start living immediately, Ekpe is a choice location for you, and that is why we have all those amazing estates in Ekpe. Now let me quickly call my phone number so that you can start calling tonight. So the number to call is 0905 904 7514. 0905 904 7514. Now let's go to Delta State. Now in Delta State, we have amazing locations for you as well. Now in Delta State, we have the Kudos Height. Last week Saturday, we had our allocation in Kudos Height, and every of our clients, they were all happy to receive their plot of land. And that is what we assure every of our customers out there, that when you buy property from us, when you buy land from us, you are sure to get the document and you are sure to get your land allocated to you. And Kudos Height is still selling. It's still selling for just 1.5 million naira per plot in Ibuzo, Delta State, very close to the Delta State International Airport, and it's also close to the first and second Niger Bridge. So if you are looking for a good location to have a property in Delta State, we have Kudos Height, which is currently selling for 1.5 million naira per plot. And we also have the Fairview Estate Phase 2, which is going for just 2.5 million naira per plot, and is also located in Ibuzo main town, very close to the Admiralty University, and also close to the, if you hear the popular place called the Immigration Road along Admiralty Drive, that is where we have the estate, and it's currently going for just 2.5 million naira per plot. That's Fairview Estate Phase 2. And we also have Kudos Court within the same location in Delta State, that's Ibuzo. And Kudos Court is a buy and build estate. Now with 4.5 million naira, you have a plot of land in Kudos Court, Delta State, Ibuzo, Delta State. Now let me call the phone number again for you. Now the number to call is 0905 904 7514. 0905 904 7514. Now let's quickly go to Enugu. In Enugu, we have the Fairview Estate Phase 1, which is located in Udobudo in Enugu. Now very close to the Akani Biami International Airport. That's the Enugu International Airport, and it's very close to Godfrey Okoye University and the Caritas University and the popular Jonathan Market. Now this particular estate is going for just 1.5 million naira per plot. And we have the Fairview Estate Phase 2 located in Amokwenike. Now, an Amokwenike is a very good place to have a property, and we have the Fairview Estate Phase 2 located in that location, and it's going for just 2.5 million naira per plot. In fact, all of these locations that I've mentioned from Lagos, Delta, and Enugu is a place for you to have a property. And again, we go for inspection here in Lagos every Thursdays and Saturday. Now, the reason for this inspection is for you to see the property that you are investing in. Go and see the property with your eyes, so that when you see this property, you will be glad you are there when you are investing in that property. And also in Enugu and in Delta State, we go for inspection every day, Mondays to Saturday, excluding Sundays. Mondays to Saturdays, you are free to come in. The reason why it is so is because we have people in Lagos that want to travel down to go and inspect this property by themselves. So the number again to call is 0905 904 7514. 0905 904 7514. And don't forget, our office address is at 171 Egbeda Idimu Road. We also have offices in Delta State and we have office in Enugu. But here in Lagos, we are located at 171 Egbeda Idimu Road, Abule Odu bus stop, Egbeda, Lagos. And you can catch us, follow us on social media at Kudos Homes Limited on Facebook and on Instagram. We are there for you always. And our website is, you can gather many information from our website, www.kudoshomesLimited.com. Let me quickly call the phone number again as I wrap up. The phone number to call is 0905 904 7514. 0905 904 7514. With Kudos Homes Limited, we are assured that you will become a proud land owner. There is no disturbance from the government, no Omonile Wahala, no Owo Foundation, Owo Decking. Once you buy from us, you can start building your choice home.
All right, Kudos, thank you so much. That was quite insightful. You know, VOP will try to open your eyes to other opportunities. So you invest your money, you know how to properly invest, and obviously you're going to be getting the benefits as the years go by. So that's one of the benefits of, you know, property investment. Kudos Homes, thank you so much, for that enlightenment. You have yourself an amazing evening. All right. Barrister Darlington, we need to wrap up. But before we do that, let me just take a few messages on YouTube because it will chop me already. This person, Ebenezer Godson, says Nigeria will soon be like Haiti. God forbid, I reject it in Jesus' name. It's not our portion. Emeka Weke, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is okay. Shei's business is still bunking in mud. Is all Chineke. That's why I don't used to read you people's messages on this YouTube. Jeff says, after the campaign, have you seen Trump's son anywhere close to governance or Oval Office or NEC meeting? Shu Baba says emerging people using emerging people using carbide to preserve beans. Why are some Nigerians this wicked? You have said it all. El-Rufai and all Nigerian politicians are birds of the same feather. Rufai is not happy because president didn't give him a post. Esther, Lagos State is one of the dirtiest states in Nigeria. Stop deceiving yourself. Denison Chukwuka. Oladipo Lukman. All right. Esther, here in Senegal, PSP is free. They come in the morning, in the afternoon to park at dustbin for free. It's the local government that is responsible for the payment. Senegal leaders cares for their citizens. Ogochukwu says, watching you from Onisha, Biafra land. God bless Nnamdi Kanu. God bless Biafra land. Okay. Ifeanyi also says, build a deep sea port in one of the states in the eastern seacoast and watch Lagos become a ghost town. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we can take this evening. Barrister Darlington, what's your final take?
Yeah, the final take is that Tinubu, you can see that the center can no longer hold. All seat and propaganda has come to the fore. We can now see that the Reverend Father is wearing trousers inside his body and not the cassock. So it is not left for you to do the needful, or else Nigerians will be angry with you during the election. They will vote with their foot.
All right. Thank you very much, Barrister Darlington. As usual, this is Barrister Darlington Agumor, your Monday and Thursday tonic. He says it as it is. We've come to a wrap on the evening rush today. My name is Esther Onwachuku. I sincerely do appreciate you for calling and sending your messages. Keep sending your messages. We'll continue to, voice out, speak up, and you can never tell who is listening to do the needful. Lagos State government, just do better for your citizens, especially for the fact that taxes are paid. And the federal government, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the governors of the 36 states of the Federation, please do right by your people. This administration, people are not happy with it. Just do what is right. Let us feed, let us eat. I think that way people can just mind their business. All right? Have yourself a wonderful evening. Bye for now.